I don't want to alarm anyone here, and you might think you're watching the wrong YouTuber here, but I'm taking a bit more care of my tactics, and I obviously have to do that because I don't have any control of the transfers, and some of them aren't the best. So I'm actually spending a little bit more time. Normally I just rely on making really good transfers, getting some really good wonder kids. I'm actually tweaking the tactics like quite a lot. It's worrying. Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome back. So, as you can see, results haven't always gone our way here. But after our last game, we smashed... Millwall were terrible, to be fair. Everybody was getting on. I think even my mum scored one of the goals. And then we beat Cambridge 2-1. Then we had a weird game. It's kind of like a couple of the Oxford games we've had, where we just didn't start. And they scored 3 goals within the first 29 minutes, and I had to change things up. We managed to battle back a bit, but we were never really... XG-wise, it was very similar, but their finishing was incredible. Lost against Sunderland, they're a good team, close game. Burnley, we got a late comeback draw, which I was happy with. Again, they were the better team, and they're struggling this season, which is a little bit worrying at home. And then we had a probably undeserved win against Swansea. Will Keane back in. I've seen a couple of comments that he's a little bit hard done by. I kind of wrote him off because, well, he's old. And that's terrible, especially being, old. He's never done too bad for us. And so I'm kind of, my thinking is to play him a little bit, especially because he's a bigger boy if we need a comeback. I still want to give Keon Edwards a bit of time. He's scoring some goals, but that does allow me to loan out the Argentinian kid. So overall, tweakages, doing well. Today, it's going to be our 2 hardest... Oh no, Watford is... Who am I mixing Watford up with? Wolves. Yeah. Same starting letter, and that's enough to confuse my tiny, tiny brain. We've got Villa today, so expect a smashing, but then Watford, we should win. With our... This is how the current tactic is. Now, I'm sort of trying to focus, because the problem with tactics, especially if you're newer to the game, is that if you change lots of things and it works, you can't be sure which of those things was it that actually made the thing work. It could be a combination, it might be multiple things, but you can't it's very hard to put your foot on it. So I'm trying to just, essentially, we've got the whole season just to focus on a couple of things. And at the moment, I'm trying to focus on this right-hand side. So this is the new thing, the inverted wing back. My essential reasoning behind this is that I want him, obviously he's going to cut inside and move into this position a little bit. Because we have this central midfielder in attack, he's going to bomb forward. And now I've also given some individual instructions to Ockles just to be the wide man. I want him as a Poundland David Beckham. His job is to provide the width, draw defenders out, giving Holmes a bit more room. And then Ngala's going to sit there and fill that space, so he's an outlet ball for the central midfielders, and then they can play it back to him a little bit more. So that's my thought process. And everybody's always really helpful in the comments and suggesting stuff and changing stuff. And I'm not... How do I explain this? I'm not trying to win the game. I know this sounds really weird. Okay, hear me out. I'm not trying to win the game. I'm not trying to complete Football Manager, as it were, and some of these instincts I'm having are might not exactly work in the world of the Football Manager game, but in the world of football brain, it's very hard to explain. I'm doing what I think would make sense. What I've just explained to you probably makes loads of sense. Whether that works in the Football Manager is another thing, which I'm not as bothered about, if you know, because I'm not desperate to win. Hopefully I've got that across. It sounded terrible, like I'm not playing to win. Well, I am, but whatever. Anyway, so essentially going back to my point, I'm not going to change these 2 guys and mix things up, and then I'm also going to change one of the roles in centre mid, and I'm going to do this on the left-hand side and change my striker. And then we win a couple of games, and I'm like, was it all of that made it work, or was it the fact that I changed the left-hand side, or was it the changes to the right-hand side that worked? So we're focusing on the right-hand side, to get the most out of it. This won't be a game for that because it's Aston Villa and they're going to slap us about a bit. Okay, right. Finn Stevens is still injured, so that does mean Gethin Jones is going to get a start. Because Ngakia is cup tied, and so is Connor Taylor. Nat Phillips now is what I hoped he'd be, Mr. Reliable Solid. After his start, he's probably averaging a 7 since his first sort of 5 games, so that's really good. And Connor Taylor's been superb. 2 goals, I don't know, he's got 2 assists, but okay, we'll take it. What more? He's playing better. The anchorman is Whiteman. He's our only good anchorman, to be fair, so it's kind of slim pickings, but he's not playing the best in recent games, but he's still got 2 goals, 3 assists, and as I've always said, in probably maybe 3 versions of Football Manager, I think defensive midfielders, the idea of them, ball winning, that guy that basically tries to win the ball back isn't the most technical player, just gives it to one of his teammates, just gets, the game underrates them. So I never worry too much about the rating of my defensive midfielders. Right. You didn't think he was going to get technical. You didn't think we'd be talking about this shit, did you? You just thought we'd have a few giggles, watch a game of football, and suddenly I'm going in depth. The other one I will talk about is Strefeza. Actually, I think I'm just... Let's go double Z. Right, the Fez. He's done like just about okay, but he is a brand new signing. He's learning the language and all that sort of stuff. So I'm not too worried about that yet. And that's the left-hand side. We'll work on that on another day. So that's my thinking. Let's go get beat 4-0. Right. I can safely say I'm never going to get to the point of playing this game where I'm choosing different starting tactics depending on if I'm away from home or if I'm at home or if I'm against a difficult opponent. I just can't be asked. I like to make a solid tactic that works pretty much in most conditions. Right, boys. Let's go. Let's give these Villa boys a little slapping, yeah? I'll take it. I'll take that 20 minutes of nothingness. Not worried about possession, although I really don't want it to, 35% is fine. If it starts getting lower than that, then that's a little bit of a worry. I've got my goalkeeper taking long kicks because I want to try that out a little bit more, and his literal best attribute is not goalkeeping, it's kicking it, which, not ideal. He's like Edison, but without any of the ability to stop the ball going in the net. Right. Oh, that's a dangerous ball into the middle, but Holmes does well. So, we're going to highlight our right back to see if he's in the position we want him to be in. Whether he's going to be, that's kind of perfect. Whether we want him to be on, I don't want him to be a bombing forward on the inside. We've got a central midfielder attack, so just cutting inside, bit more depth in midfield. If they break on us, he's there a little bit more centrally. Hey, man, that's a great first half. Pace or physicality? I think pace. And Edwards could develop into a solid squad player over the next couple of years. Speaking of solid, John Duran's playing. It's quite good. Looks like they're going pretty strong. Do we still have our... Okay. And also he's third choice right back, so he's, and he's not very good. No, Tielemans. They're going full beans, aren't they? Tarek Lamptey. That's a great ball over. That's a great ball. Little flick. That's fine. That's fine. Come on, boys. I'll take this. Just not getting smashed, honestly, is a win. Is that Ian Matson? Emmanuel Emege? Dom Solanke's playing for Villa. So Spurs sold him quite quick then. They must have signed him this season. Okay, this is all good. This is all good. Right. Okay, boys. Frocky. And then Brady Potts, who's still kind of working his way back from a lengthy injury. Right. How are the rest of you doing? Kim Best is having a decent game. Gethin is... Well, we don't have any choice, so Gethin's playing. Come on, boys. Can we get to a penalty shootout? Can we get to a penalty shootout? I really would like to see. The Wolf is slowly improving. Come on. They've not done enough to score. They've just peppered us. Go on. Go on. Let's go. That's their first team. Let's go. We've got some people on the pitch that can kick a football. Oh dear. I know. We're the underdogs today, but that suits us. Are we playing extra? No, it's penalties. Why am I saying we're the underdogs? It's a fucking penalty shootout. Yeah, no, yeah. One last... Oh, they didn't give a shit about that, did they? Right, the Wolf. It's time to step up. All right, Whiteman. Calm as you like. Just places it in the corner. Ross Barkley. The players are just on another level. Oh, he's close to it. Went the right way. We don't mind that. That's like a 50% save. Right, our left back. Bestie, the young wonder kid. Our only sort of real wonder kid. He's absolutely spaffed it. That's a good save from that guy. Right, John Duran. He didn't come on as a sub, so he should miss this. Go on, the Wolf! Go on, son! There we go! Get in there. Right, Ockles. Top bins. We're into the dregs already. We're into the single digits. And again is playing. Oh, he's gone the right way every single time, the Wolf. Right, Frocky. I don't blame anyone for missing. None of these guys are good at penalties. No. It's the right height. They always say that, don't they? It's the right height. Matson, they're right back, I'm assuming. Is he left-footed? He better be left-footed. If he's taking a piss, he's using his left. Is he a left back? That's just taking a piss if he's a right-footed. All right, Potts. Come on, Potts. Come on, son, step up. Nice. Does anybody want to shoot on the other side of the goal, by the way? I feel like we're giving away our tactic a bit. Like, Tariq Lamptey is the man. Needs to save it. Needs to save it. Oh, that's an absolute missile bottom corner. All right, well, that's still sensational, boys. But look at that. A solid defence. That's what we like to see. I'm going full... Yeah, no. Well done, boys. Well done. That was a solid defensive performance. We didn't create too much, but that's understandable. I'm happy enough with that. Right, quick, everybody gets to rest. Unlucky Frocky, don't worry about it. He's shit at penalties. We knew that already. Okay, Edwards doesn't seem himself at the minute. He wants more playing time. Well, I think that's a squad player, isn't it? 6 starts and 10 sub-appearances. Like, relax. Let's see if his agent will have a word. Okay, no, he won't even talk to him. Okay, don't want to piss him off. Okay, he's trying to push for the... How much is he worth? Like, if we lost him, it wouldn't be the biggest thing. But I'm not just going to play him for the... I'll play in cups. That's not good enough. We all know that cups are just a chance to rest. Jamaican accent. The rest of the first team these days, whether it's here or in another club. I need a great amount of playing time at this stage of my career. Don't be so ridiculous. I can't believe you have the temerity to suggest such a thing. You're pissing me off now, though, buddy. Okay, fine. That's fine. Fine. You wanna be a mug. You wanna be a twat. Do. Okay, well, you won't be the backup striker then. Okay. Cross me. That's what you get. See if you can get the international squad while being in the under-21s. Where's my little Argentinian friend? Gentile, you're back in. You're back in, son. Always liked you. Right. Swap. I swear to God, if he gets pissed off, he gets moved to the under-21s now. Well done there. You're in. Gentile. You are no longer loan listed. Okay. Good. Yeah. Little bitch. Right, on to the Watford game. Don't cross me. And Gakia's back. I've got it. Gackers. Okay, Gethin can go on the bench, no problem. Actually, Lewis Brown, one of our random youth signings that hopefully, if we're using him, something's gone horribly wrong. Almost done a lot better this season, so that's good. Gackers needs to improve. Kean Best is having a solid season. The only problem is with the invertedness is that obviously Finn Stevenson hasn't had a good number of assists, but we have changed slightly. So, right, I think this is pretty much Ockles' form is poor, but Brady, is he a right winger? Like, technically, yeah. You know, if he's not playing well enough, he's played pretty much every game, so let's give him a day off. Right, come on, boys. Watford are struggling. We're at home. Again, we're going to keep an eye on this right-hand situation. I really wish there was an ability to highlight multiple players. I wish you could highlight a player, not just name-wise, but like so they have a little ring round them or something like that, and also be able to do it multiple times. Oh, you can. Oh, with control. I've just discovered a thing. Okay, these are the two we're paying attention to. I like that position from Gackers here. I only just realised you can hit control and highlight more than one. Brilliant. Okay, that's took me 30 years to work that one out. Whiteman. It's okay, little early tester. We don't mind it. We don't hate it. Come on, boys. How's the league table? We're sitting mid-table. It's like we've made zero progression. But actually, considering the start of the transfer window, that's not a terrible thing. We just need to create a little bit more. Right. Go on. Madge. Oh, it's dropping. His form's dropping a little bit. Come on, boys. They are struggling. Although it's very close, to be fair. Nobody's really falling away from the pack this season. And the top's pretty close as well. All right. 0-0. Let's just try and stay positive. I'm going to bring Will Keane on. Right, the Fez. Let's see a bit of magic, mate. You must be speaking a few words of English now. Surely you can point in English. They've done nothing. So this is great. This is okay. But without creating too much. Go on, bestie. Back post. Right, Potts is there. So, see, that's annoying that it just removes the names at half time. No, okay, Gackers. That's fine. Potts, stay wide. Potts, get wide. I've literally clicked every button. Oh, lucky the Fez. Every button. Hold position. Stay wider. Go wide. Be wide. Wide. Right. Here we go. This is goal. It's a good time to score. Gackers is waiting. There we go, Potts. Oh my God. Okay, got in each other's way a little bit there. Okay, still, Potts, you need to move a little bit. Big Nat Phillips, though. That Liverpool experience, coming in clutch. Long ball, there's the long ball. Fez, come on, Fezzy. Okay, you could have taken 4 more touches there, mate. If that keeps becoming a thing, we'll have to get him to shoot less often. Because that's just poor. It's just rushed it. Okay, Gackers, deal with it. Okay. There we go, perfect. That's fine. There we go. Go on, Potts. Stay wide. Gackers is there for support if you need him. That's a lovely cutback. Was that a shot? I'm not sure if that would have made it across the line. It must have taken a deflection to take the pace off it. The Wolf gets a hand on it. There we go, Potts. It's just kind of, it's going well. Like, things are happening that I want to happen. It's just we haven't scored. Are we going to get sucker punch? No. Watmore does well. McCann, poor header. Wins, gets it back, though. Okay, the players have all disappeared again. And I know you can have all of them. I don't want everybody's fucking names. I don't think there's a way to have just your teammate names show, right? Okay, Potts cuts inside this time. That's fine. There was a good space there to do it. There's the ball. There's the ball. Come on. Yes! Get in there, the Fez. Let's go. He just needed a name change. Beautiful. Beautiful. Ironically, it's kind of the opposite of what I want to happen because Gackers is marauding forward on the way. But that's fine. They can't always stick to their position. If there's space to go into it. Okay. This is good. They're rubbish, so let's not get overexcited. Right. I really need that central midfielder back. I'm really limited to what I can do. I'm kind of going to give Ockles the day off. So Potts, you're just going to have to get in. Even though he doesn't know the position, he's fresh legs. He's not on a yellow card. Ooh, little fizzer. Can we get a second goal? A nice, comfortable, professional 2-0 victory would be perfect. Back post. Best thing, everybody's out of position. That's fine. See it out. See it out. Oh, get a second. Go on, Nat. Yes, big Nat Phillips. He celebrates with the toilets, I'm assuming. There we go. Deserves second goal. Okay, that's perfect. That is perfect, boys. Good all-round performance. They created nothing. Like, it's all well and good, like, having some good results, beating some decent teams and stuff. But, like, when just winning the games you should win is, like, the first step, right? The team's playing poorly at home. We should just beat them comfortably. And we did, which hasn't happened very often. Okay, so I will continue on. Go on, the Fez. He fucking loves it, the slag. What's his history? I played for Spal. So he came through Corinthians. Went to Spal, a couple of low moves. Then he went to Salento in Serie B. Got him promoted with a really good season. Played... Okay, so he was like their first choice, 35 games, and then just nothing. Nothing. You're not getting any games. Sold in January. Given away. Smuggled. I don't know, but something happened. And then... Sandra... He scores 1 goal in 32 games. And Sandra's like, yeah, you know what? 3.7 million. Flop it out. Right, he's coming good, though. He's coming good. That's his best performance. Right, so there we go, my friends. Let me know what you think of the changes. Like, I don't need too much input as to what tactically I should do. I kind of, like, It's almost like a story. I tried to explain it earlier, but you know what I mean. I'm kind of, even if it doesn't work out, I quite like the story that I'm writing in my head, if you know what I mean. But just get a bit more involved in the tactics. I'm going to try this for a few games. Again, once you make changes, let it breathe for a bit, and go. If you lose the next game, don't just go, well, that didn't work. Let it breathe. Let it play against a few opponents away from home, and tricky and stuff. Tricky ones, easy games. We've got a decent run of games, which is going to be tricky. But we'll play a bunch and we'll get back to it. We've got the January transfer window coming up, and Sandra has cash to burn. Thank you very much for watching. As always, I love you very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.